I'm Tamara from South Tyrol. I think it's the paradise of the whole world. And I want to remain a little bit like a child, so my idol is Heidi. And yes, that's what I am, or what I try to be. He believed in me. He saw me just once, and there she promised me that he will bring me once to the Himalayas. So I was super happy, and 4 years after, I saw him on Facebook, and I asked him, Simone, when do you bring me to the Himalayas? And he told me, yes, this year, without seeing me a second time. And this was incredible for me. When I was 19. And then with 23, I went with him the first time in Nepal. And after we did one more expedition together, but he climbed Everest and me K2. Halt K2 was so in Lhotse. And then I did my stuff, he did his stuff. And then after K2, he wrote me an email and asked, or first he told me, congratulations. Do you want to come on a winter expedition with me? And I said yes. It seemed like it was the examination, you know. So, yeah, and then we started. Even the year before, I asked him if I can come to an expedition, and he was not so sure about this. So I said, okay, forget it. I will do my things. And after K2, he immediately wrote to me. So it was, for me, it was a honor, let's say, also, because I knew now he really think that I'm ready to do this. And he know me also, and he knew me also this time well, and so I think he knew what I'm able to do. The experience was perfect because first I wanted to took always a third person, because I thought when something happened we have more chance to help and so on. At the end we started just in two of us, but at the end we both said that this was the right decision, so we had the time to really know each other, and now I feel that he's the perfect climbing partner. I never had such a good harmony in a team, because we had never to fight, and it was always, he never told me, okay, now I am the expedition leader and we have to do exactly what I want to do, because it was always a team decision, and if I felt something strange, this inner voice, then we talked about this, and then we took the decision. So even the style to go to the mountains, light and fast, without high camps if possible, we are more or less the same. And also the values of life, and this is also very important for me, that you have the same values. Maybe I'm not, I have not the thinking of a 29-year-old girl, I don't know. I was afraid about the cold, but it was not so cold because it was only snowing. So we got 6 meters of snow, and therefore it was not possible to climb up. We just made it to up to 5,900, 200 meters above Camp 1, and after the time in Khumbu, because in the expedition we did also a small other expedition. We went to the Khumbu Valley, we climbed there an unclimbed peak, we climbed the New Rudan Island peak and trained every day. And after we returned to Manaslu, and we lost all our Camp 1, and we had already there the whole stuff to go to the top. So we lost even a lot of material. But then we said, this is a sign of God, we have to go home. And in fact, it was a sign again, because first we had the flight exactly at the day of the second earthquake. And because it snowed so much, we went home earlier, and we have been home 1 week before the earthquake. I never tried before to climb Nanga Parbat, and it's one of my, let's say, my dream 8,000ers. And yeah, I'm excited about this because we established this plan already in the last winter expedition on Manaslu. We followed them on their expedition. We saw that they are not successful, and so I immediately said to Simone, I want to go to Nanga Parbat. If you want to come, you can come. Otherwise, I go alone. And then he said, no, I have to do it too. And so it was clear from this moment. And then now I discovered that there will be a lot of other people. So I'm very curious about the situation also in base camp because yeah, I think there will be about 30 people at least. So let's see how it's going on there. We will try again the route which Simone did already in 2012 and which was the route also of Meisner and Eisler in 2000. Since the beginning I was always very religious, and I discovered already in like when I was a child that the religion gives me a lot and a lot of security. So even now when I go to the mountains, the religion is always a part of my climbing, and I believe that there is something above, and that this very beautiful guy, because he's a beautiful guy with a six-pack and with long curly hairs, and he's like a real Figo, eh? So, and then I speak with him, you know, in the expedition. I speak with him. I try to be thankful, but I also try to ask him for help. Even if I'm fast in the mountain, if I feel good, my body's in good shape, and then suddenly if I have this bad feeling, then I know, okay, now it's time to turn around. And so I do it all the time, and I want to do it even also in the future, because I think it's a feeling or a sense which can save my life. Yeah, in Keto it was incredible. If I think back now, it seems that it was only super and perfect. But if I really watch again the videos, then I see also that I suffered a lot. I had a lot of problems with my body. I had some tendinitis, and then I had some allergical reaction from the sun, and I was swollen, and I got allergical reaction also on my hands and on my feet. So it was itching all the day, all the night, and it was terrible. This nearly for 1 month, and then everything went better. Maybe the summit of K2, it was beautiful, wonderful. I felt so good. I was up there 1 hour to enjoy the landscape, to wait for my colleague Klaus, and it was a very good moment. But I had another moment when Simone was writing me. It was the 1st April of 2009, and he was writing me that, okay, Tamara, you can come with us to Nepal. And I was screaming at home, I was shaking, and my mother told me, you are totally crazy. But this was also one of the best moments in my life.